Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 199, The Curious Cat Café. Once upon a time in the heart of London, there existed a charming little cafe called Whiskers Paws. It was no ordinary cafe, it was a cat cafe. Yes, you heard that right, a cat cafe where patrons could sip their lattes while surrounded by fluffy felines. The cafe was tucked away on a narrow cobblestone street, its sign swinging gently in the breeze. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee mixed with the faint scent of a catnip, creating an oddly delightful combination. The walls were adorned with cat-themed artwork, and the tables had scratching posts for legs. It was a haven for cat lovers and those seeking a moment of tranquillity. Meet Sophie, a young woman with a penchant for adventure. She had recently moved to London from a small village, seeking excitement and new experiences. Sophie had heard about Whiskers Paws from a fellow cat enthusiast and decided to pay it a visit. As she stepped inside, a chorus of meows greeted her. The cafe was cosy, with mismatched chairs and sunlight streaming through the lace curtains. Cats of all shapes and sizes lounged on windowsills, curled up in baskets, or perched on customers' laps. Sophie's heart swelled with joy. The cafe owner, Mrs. Thompson, welcomed Sophie with a warm smile. "Ah, you're new here," she said. "What's your favourite cat breed?" Sophie hesitated. She loved them all, the sleek Siamese, the playful tabby, and the regal Mancoon. "I can't choose," she replied. "They're all adorable." Mrs. Thompson chuckled. "That's the spirit. Well, make yourself comfortable. The cats will find you." Sophie settled at a corner table, her latte steaming in front of her. A ginger cat named Oliver hopped onto her lap, purring contentedly. Sophie stroked his soft fur, feeling a sense of belonging she hadn't experienced in a long time. As the afternoon sun dipped lower, Sophie observed the other patrons. There was Mr. Jenkins, an elderly man with a white beard, engrossed in a crossword puzzle, while a black and white cat named Luna napped beside him. Across the room, a young couple whispered sweet nothings to each other, their fingers entwined as a fluffy Persian named Bella watched from a distance. Sophie's gaze shifted to the window, where raindrops tapped rhythmically against the glass. She wondered about the stories these cats held, their secret adventures, their midnight escapades. Did Luna dream of chasing mice through moonlit gardens? Did Bella yearn for a grand love affair like the ones in romance novels? Mrs. Thompson appeared with a plate of scones. "Thought you might be hungry," she said. "Our resident baker, Mr. Higgins, insists on spoiling our guests." Sophie bit into a warm scone, savouring the buttery goodness. Oliver nestled closer, his eyes half closed. She imagined him as a dashing pirate sailing the high seas, his fur billowing in the wind. As evening approached, the cafe filled with soft laughter and whispered conversations. Sophie felt a sense of community, a shared love for these enchanting creatures. She vowed to return often, to listen to their tales and create her own. And so, in the heart of London, Sophie found her refuge, a place where coffee and cats intertwined, where stories unfolded, and where Whiskers Paws danced to their own rhythm. Sophie became a regular at Whiskers Paws. Each visit brought new surprises, as if the cafe held a magic secret. She learned the quirks of the resident cats, the way Luna loved to chase her tail, how Oliver fancied napping on the sunniest windowsill, and Bella's penchant for knocking over sugar packets. One chilly afternoon, Sophie arrived to find the cafe abuzz with excitement. Mrs. Thompson greeted her with a twinkle in her eye. "Sophie," she said, "we have a special guest today." Sophie's curiosity piqued. Who is it?" "Sir Reginald Whiskerbottom," Mrs. Thompson announced dramatically. a distinguished British shorthair with a penchant for poetry. Sophie blinked. A cat poet? Mrs. Thompson nodded. Indeed, he's been travelling the world, collecting inspiration for his verses. Today he'll recite one for our patrons. Sophie took her usual seat, anticipation bubbling within her. Sir Reginald entered, his fur immaculate, and perched on a velvet cushion. The other cats gathered around, their eyes wide with admiration. Sir Reginald cleared his throat and began. In moonlit gardens whiskers twitch, where shadows dance and secrets pitch. I've sailed the Nile on a paper boat, chased fireflies in the moonbeam's coat. His voice was surprisingly melodic, and Sophie hung on every word. The café fell silent as if time itself paused to listen. I've climbed the Himalayan peaks, where snowflakes whispered ancient speaks. In Parisian alleys I've danced with grace, my tale a waltz, my heart a chase. Sophie imagined Sir Reginald atop the Eiffel Tower, moonlight glinting off his whiskers. The other patrons exchanged awestruck glances. But here in Whispers and Paws I find my muse, where coffee steams and love accrues. For every purr, every gentle touch, it's poetry woven, a spell so much. The café erupted in applause. Sir Reginald bowed, and Luna swatted at his tail playfully. Sophie wiped away a tear. She had witnessed magic. As the evening sun painted the walls with golden hues, Sophie sipped her latte. She realized that Whiskers and Paws wasn't just a café. It was a sanctuary where stories merged, the ones written in ink and those whispered by feline companions. And so, dear listener, if you ever find yourself in London, seek out Whiskers and Paws, order a scone, stroke a cat and listen. For there, amidst coffee cups and whiskers, you'll discover tales that defy logic and warm your soul. Story written by Copilot AI. Images created by Copilot AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.